This week on Tips and Tricks, we got tips for Fortnite.
We'll chat with Mixer partner Nick.
And we'll show you new Mixer interactive game, Next Up Hero.
All this and more on this week's Tips and Tricks.
Yeah, GXG!
That was pretty good. There we go.
There you go.
We just wanted you to do it first.
Exactly.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to, it's Tuesday, so you know what that means.
That means it's time for the #1 show on the entire internet.
Yep.
As rated by Malik and Ethan's moms.
And Coven's mom.
And Coven's mom, that's
Yep,
right.
and Coven's mom.
Mom just apparently hates
She
the
loves
show.
it.
It's fine. We're at a 75% approval rating.
It's not bad.
Not bad. I'm Malik Prince, by the way.
And I'm Ethan Rothamel.
And this is the show that helps you get the most out of your gaming experience.
That's right. We'll give you tips on the latest features and tricks on tackling the newest games.
No matter where you play.
All right. Welcome to our 45th episode.
Why do we say that, by the way?
No matter where you play, I don't know.
No, that is our 45th episode.
I know, we say it every time at this point because we're so close to 50. We're getting old.
So are we going to stop saying the number after 50?
No, of course not.
Okay, well then, whatever. Before we start, here we go.
That did not work at all, but it worked. Look at that.
There you
We're
go.
matching.
Yeah.
I did not know he had that on.
Except the fact that I was wearing a V.
Yeah,
over it.
and I gave it to you and everything
Yeah,
else.
no, this is like, I will cherish this for the rest of my life. Honestly, when I'm still alive in like 2150, I'm going to put this on.
2150, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bold.
What can I say? I plan on eating a lot of vegetables in the next few years. So,
Okay, making up for all that McDonald's you're eating now. Oh, I dig it, man. I dig it.
sense,
We have a lot to talk about today, so we got to jump right into this.
Yes, we're jumping into our first segment. So, as many of you may know, one of Mixer's coolest features is the ability to play interactive games at sub-second latency with streamers.
Yes, and we have an awesome indie game Next Up Here that just added Mixer Interactive, and we've got the game designers on Skype to talk about it.
So without further ado, please welcome our Skype guests from Aspyr and Digital Continue. Aspyr.
Yeah, nice try. That's all right.
Nice
Welcome,
try.
guys. Welcome. Oh, that was bad.
People make fun of me all the time. How's it going, everybody?
Hey, it's good to see y'all.
You two look very fine.
Yeah, totally.
Fine-looking people.
Why don't you introduce yourself for our guests on the show, or for our viewers that may not know who you are?
Yeah, Nitin, you go first, actually.
Hi, so I'm Nitin from Digital Continue. I'm the technical director here. Next Up Hero.
And my name is Michael Blair. I'm with Aspyr. You were close, man. You were real close on the pronunciation. And and I'm the product manager for Next Up Hero, and also really excited to talk to you guys about what we cooked up for Mixer Interactive, specifically with our game, and really talk about what's really cool about the tech.
Awesome.
Nice.
So Michael and Nitin, thank you for joining us. This is a garbage truck on fire, so no pressure.
Yeah.
And apologies for the pronunciation, of course. Honestly, I mispronounce my own name sometimes, so it's okay.
That's embarrassing, but I'm glad you can open up about that and be
course.
honest. I know that's really cool. Gentlemen, can you tell our viewers what Next Up Hero is?
Yeah, so Next Up Hero is an action RPG, sort of dungeon crawler, very, very fast-paced, with sort of adorable hand-drawn characters. And really the goal for Next Up Hero is a game that is so hard that it takes a community to play it together to accomplish something more than they could do on their own.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that sales pitch. Now, I like to ask creators of games this question, but were there any inspirations when you were going to develop Next Up Hero?
Nitin, actually, you could answer that one.
So we always wanted to do something with the community, and games like Super Time Force is something that we looked at. Even though in Super Time Force we were actually not playing with other players, but it kind of is similar in the sense that you have to use your previous playthroughs to actually get through a level.
Nice.
In our case, we actually with other players to actually get that done.
It's all about teamwork.
It is.
So,
It
yeah.
is. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's a very simple game loop, and I'll use an example with just me and Nitin. So I jump into a venture. The venture is procedurally generated. There's all sorts of baddies in there, and I die very quickly because this game is pretty hard. And then Nitin now sees that venture, and he can jump in. And where my body, we call them echoes, it is persistent in the level. So I'm in there, and he can pick me up as an AI follower. And now someone else from the community is helping him beat the game. So you can imagine a scenario where hundreds or thousands of people have tried to play this level. And the more people that die in the level, the easier the level becomes. So hence the community continue.
That's really cool. So you guys, I mean, we've watched a lot of videos on this, and I've definitely been watching. You guys have been streaming quite a bit yourselves on your own channel. It's been super fun to watch, and I feel like this game like lends itself really well to Mixer Interactive. But I'm curious why you guys decided to add it.
So it's actually kind of a really cool story. We wanted we were very keenly aware of the tech ability of low latency on Mixer. And we had all these ideas swirling for the past, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so. Like, how can we create something that's on top of this game that viewers can interact with? Because the game is really, it's not tailor-made for streamers, but it certainly is, because of the concept, it certainly is a great way for people to have a conversation with their audience, just in the game itself. So we thought, okay, well, how can we leverage this tech to really build a game on top of the game? And it started really just getting on a phone call with the fine folks at Mixer and saying, hey, here's our 3 ideas, and what do you think of them? Here's different ways that we could do these interactions. And literally in the middle of the call, the guys over at Mixer were like, well, here's one idea that we really think is neat. And then literally in the middle of the call, Nitin says, wait. What if it was kind of a strategy game that was layered on top of an action, sort of a core action dungeon crawler? And that's where we came with this. And then the tech is really, really easy to use, and Nitin had some amazing ideas, and literally within 48 hours, we had a prototype over to you guys to test on a live stream.
That is crazy. That is 48 hours.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I do have to say that of all the interactive on Mixer right now, you guys have the prettiest buttons. Like, it looks, you can actually see it. You guys can see it. While you can't actually manipulate an interactive because the game's not running, we wanted to turn interactive on so you can see it. Oh, you're actually playing it.
Yeah.
I thought that was B-roll. We
Okay.
have someone
So Tab is
playing it.
right off.
Oh, that is so funny. So you guys can actually manipulate the game.
Nice.
But it looks great. It really does look great.
Yeah, it does. So what's been some of the fan reaction from the game about specifically around the Mixer Interactive?
Well, this has been the best part for us to watch. The design of Interactive, again, is sort of a strategy game where everyone in chat, not just one person pressing a button, but everyone in chat can participate in some way. They can either hurt or help the person that's playing the game. And very specifically, what we found what was so interesting to me is that I thought for sure that everyone was going to troll the streamer. Like, it was going to be heavily weighted towards trolling, and it's absolutely the opposite. I don't know if that's because of the audience that's on Mixer, but everyone seems to be pretty helpful before they start to poke and prod at hurting the guy.
Wow.
So, what's really cool about what we did on this is we allowed every person in chat can put themselves into the game. So we spoke a little bit earlier about echoes, so other players that have died in the level. So what we did was we took that idea and we put it in to Mixer Interactive. So if I'm in chat, I can press drop my echo into the level, and there I am. Michael Blair is in the level playing with the streamer, and it's got my little name, my Mixer handle above my name, and then I'm helping the streamer out. Or you can hurt and drop a shadow, which is sort of like think of it like as a Zelda shadow character, like an alter ego of yourself that's trying to gun against you. So you can drop yourself into level. And I found that, of all the things that we did with Interactive that are really neat, that's been the part that people gravitate the most towards.
That's super interesting, and as a member of the internet, I would not expect everyone to be so helpful.
We're gonna play the game after the show. You think you're gonna help us?
I don't know. Yeah, if you guys are in chat and this is interesting to you, we will be playing for an entire hour after the show, and I want to put that to the test because I want to see how much or maybe they just hate us.
Maybe they hate us.
Yeah,
maybe
that could also be.
Happen.
Yeah.
So you all were at PAX East. What was it like seeing gamers actually getting the game in their hand? What was the reaction there?
Well, it's really, really interesting because it's something that keeps on getting brought up, especially at trade shows like PAX East, or, we were out at GDC as well. You get drawn to this sort of adorable hand-drawn nature of the game, but it is punishing. Like, it's no joke punishing. So we've definitely come to keep on using the word. This game is adorably punishing, and it was really designed to be that way. So it's kind of one of those games that you're going to fail very quickly at, but you know why you're doing that, and then you want to jump right back in to see if you can do it together as a community.
That's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm terrible at video games, so Ethan, you're going to have to...
this is going to be one I think we're both going to struggle with. But fortunately, we have two people that work there on the call. So we would love it if you could share just like a couple tips for our viewers and frankly us, because I just don't want to bomb.
Yeah.
Nitin, I'll let you start. You're better than I am.
Yeah, I would suggest not to aggro too many enemies and take it one encounter at a time and not to run around the whole map and like aggro the whole map behind you.
Okay, so take it nice and slow.
Before you move on.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Okay.
That's sound
that's
advice.
great advice. The pacing of the game can run away with you very, very quickly. So really think about like what you're doing, how you're moving around the space. Understand that it's like any good sort of formula of monsters versus you. Think about how the monster is moving and think about how you're going to evade that attack. If you go in running and gunning, it's a whole lot of fun, but you're going to die very, very quickly.
Yeah, that's me.
That's easy.
That's
He's
me
gonna
to a
ruin
T.
it for us. Oh, no.
I'll take it nice and easy. I'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. Honestly, those are great tips. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. So, Nitin and Michael, where can fans of the game or people who want to check the game out find you on Mixer?
So our Mixer, it's Aspyr Media. I think it's just straight up Aspyr Media.
Actually,
so,
they're
Chris.
I see you guys in chat there. So viewers in chat, you can actually just click on that username and follow them right there. Easy peasy.
Yeah, that's Bash. He's actually in the office with me right now. So.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. How often do you guys stream on your channel?
We do once a week. Right now, we're doing spotlights as we march towards launch, and then obviously in collaboration with you guys, showing off Mixer Interactive specifically, and frankly, testing Mixer Interactive. Nitin is still fixing bugs. I mean, we're very much still in sort of an early access phase of the project.
Sure.
And so it's been, I think Nitin can speak for himself, but it's been totally valuable to see how people use the interactive and how we can make it better.
Awesome. That's
Always
awesome.
taking that feedback, making the game better. That's what I love to hear. Michael and Nitin, thank you so much for stopping by and
Seriously.
Talking about Next Up Hero. I'm really excited to play.
Yeah. And really appreciate
really
the
enjoyed
interactive
it. Thank
support. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wanna
man.
Give it up.
Yeah, we were. Thank you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
ahead,
I want to
after
hear. I want to hear
Yeah,
you have to say.
Honestly, I can say that without a doubt, our goal with interactive was for it to be the most fun interactive on Mixer, period. We wanted everyone to be able to jump in, everyone to take part. And, I think it really feels like it's something more than just like pressing a button and then something happens.
Yeah.
And hopefully we accomplish that.
I don't know. It's like so far reception's been pretty great, at least in my experiences. So I think you're doing well so far. This is
Excited to
great.
jump in. It's gonna be great.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Let's give them a round of
give it up
applause,
for
everybody.
Michael and Nitin.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Oh, man. So, yes, again, we'll be playing for a full hour after the show on Mixer LFG. So stay tuned for more Next Up Hero action. Again, we'll just host right out from this channel, or you can head on over to mixer.com/MixerLFG.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
All right,
Whatever you
I'm
want to
super
do.
excited about it. Before we get into the rest of the show, I just want to give a shout out to everybody in chat. We got MK, we got Rogers.
Yeah.
We got obviously Nick. Mike and Bar's in chat.
What?
Yeah,
Mike?
No, just stopping by. Just shout out to everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming by and checking out one of our newest interactive titles. It's great.
It's gonna be it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm also excited because we're gonna be playing on PC, and Malik doesn't play a lot of PC.
I don't play a lot of PC, I know, but I have a controller, and we'll talk about the controller that I'm going to use a bit later on. It's gonna be pretty fantastic.
Cool, man. Cool.
I try to hit a high
Pretty.
note.
How is that? How you get?
Can you hit a higher note? No.
That's about as high as I can get.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was. It was
but
pretty bad.
We'll work on it. All
right, thank you.
All right, now it's time to jump into some gaming news.
Yeah, a lot to talk about this week, my man.
To talk about. Let's start with God of War.
Yeah, what else is new?
It's a tiny little game. I don't know if any of you have heard of this game, but it's coming out PS4 April 20th, and this game is getting some
Friday
critical acclaim.
Unbelievable reviews,
Yeah.
in fact. The Metascore is at 95, and I think like everything, I mean, I've seen 10s out of 10s, 9s out of 10s across the board. It's been insane to
It's been
look
crazy.
at.
Now, I'm an Xbox fanboy through and through.
Yeah.
But you have a PlayStation. Have you played previous God of War?
Yeah, I played
games?
them all. Played them all.
Okay.
Big fan. Like if you're into mythology at all, it's great. Really story driven, but like also just unbelievably good combat. Just it's always been clean. Like even for the time, obviously you go back now and play the old ones, they can feel a little clunkier. But man, when they came out, they were the best.
Vicious.
Like, the best.
And it's interesting that you brought up combat because the combat in this game is a little bit more subdued. It's not sort of the hack and slash of the previous games. It's
Right.
more a bit more methodical. You have Obviously, you can see his little axe there. It's kind of almost like a boomerang. You could throw it and then call it back. But another cool part of God of War, this one, is that the camera doesn't break. So it's almost like one continuous shot.
Yeah.
So you never see like a camera break, jump from person to person. So it's really cool. They're definitely taking risks, and I love seeing the success that they're having with single player games.
They're definitely positioning it as a very story-driven game, which is good. Like, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
And it looks great for that reason. And you can see right here, guys. I mean, they mentioned it kind of in the trailers, but you can see his wrists are all wrapped up. What's that about? What's that about? If you're a God of War fan, you know his weapons.
I was going to be like, his wrists are just wrapped up.
Yeah, no.
What are you asking?
If you know what his weapons are in God of War, that's definitely like signaling something here. And it's, there was one trailer where one like falls off and he's kind of looking at it, and it was like, oh baby, what's going to happen in this game? Very excited.
Very excited.
Very
and
excited.
as you can see, he has a child.
Yes.
In the game.
Yeah. A
so
human child, I think.
It looks human to me. I don't know about you guys. What do you think? Tell us in chat.
Yeah.
No, but it's cool because a lot of people don't necessarily like escort missions. And escort missions in games is when you have a side character who's not playable, but they follow you and you have to protect them.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested to see the dynamic between a father and a son.
Yeah.
And see how that plays out for the story.
Yeah.
Should
Is
be
it going to end
good.
up like Icarus? That's what I keep thinking about. Like, are they going to make it this whole thing? Because it always circles back to all this these different mythological stories.
Sure.
And it's like, there's definitely a lot of father-son dynamics in those stories. And I'm curious what they're going to use.
Reminds me of me and my dad.
Oh,
Except we
Malik.
never did things like this.
I was going to say your dad like walked around with an axe.
Yeah,
like,
we never did that. We lived in
sailed on
Brooklyn, New
his-
York, so no, this is not.
So nothing
No.
like this.
Nothing like that.
Got it. No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Should be great. Comes out the 20th. Same day I leave for my 1-year anniversary vacation.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yeah, mixed feelings because
Sure.
God of War is coming out. But
I'm
you
glad
know
that's able to sway your opinion of that day.
yeah, it's been a tough week.
Okay,
Anyway.
moving on. Let's talk about light streaming. Light stream is now available. It's available right now on Mixer for the partners and Mixer Pro users.
Yes.
And it can be enabled to manage channel settings if you have access. So essentially, you can put overlays. You can add all the elements. And I know you guys talked about this on the Level Up cast
We did,
on Friday.
yeah, just briefly.
But this was a highly requested feature, right?
It was, yeah. Like, obviously, you guys have been, a lot of you in chat, probably yourselves, have been asking for this for a long time. It's like, when is Xbox going to have overlays? And the answer is very soon. And in fact, if you're a pro and partner, you can do it now.
Yeah.
And Malik was right. All you have to do is go to Manage Channel, turn on Lightstream, and it'll ask you to authenticate. And you click on that, and it takes you to their site and walks you through it. I literally did it in 4 minutes. And there were like built-in Mixer overlays, like to get you started. You can add your own images. You can link StreamJar and Streamlabs, and I think 1 or 2 others right now. Obviously, there's still a few bugs, and if you find them, please let us know because we're really trying to get it working. Yeah. But like this is a big deal. This is the big deal.
I think, and to the reason why a lot of Xbox fans or broadcasters were asking for it is because sort of branding is important for your channel. If you want to create an identity, it's important to have assets on your screen, and so that was a limitation of streaming from Xbox. But now, Lightstream, here it is.
Yeah, you can do
fill
it.
in that gap.
And beyond that, like you can do it for mobile streams too. So any mobile stream can run through Lightstream. So if you're using Mix to create to play some mobile games or just stream yourself, you can have an overlay. And if you have just like a crappy PC or something like that, and you're using WinG because you don't have a lot of processing power, you can still run that stream through Lightstream as well. Which means you can run overlays all from their website, and it's not going to use that CPU power.
It's ingenious.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know if it's been done before, but it's just so smart, and I'm just like, now I'm ready to start streaming. I'm ready to start
You think so?
streaming. Yes, I'm ready to start streaming. By the way, I have 54 followers, and I didn't stream once.
Oh my gosh, this celebrity, the star.
People are ready for it. It's fine. It's coming soon.
54 people are ready for it,
Yeah,
exactly.
So you guys can follow me if you want. I don't know. Up to you. Up to you guys. I don't know.
Wow. Fishing. All right. What else can we talk about?
Let's talk about a little bit of Sea of Thieves. All right, so the roadmap was released, and the first update, what is it?
Hungering Deep.
Hungering Deep, okay.
Yeah, the
Hungering
Hungering
Deep
Deep
arrives in May with a new AI threat.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That means there's going to be a new AI threat.
Thanks, Malik.
yeah.
Our correspondent in the field, everybody. So they've been super vague on the details, but they've announced the Hungering Deep coming in May, as well as another one, Forgotten Shores, I think it's called, and that's coming in July, the summer, something like that. They have them both lined up, as well as more stuff coming this winter. So it's been super vague, but clearly they are planning a bi or quad monthly basis.
Sure, I mean, that's great. And then there's going to be new weekly cadence.
Yeah, thank you.
New weekly events starting in May with unique challenges and rewards. And so obviously the criticism around the game, people felt like it didn't have enough. But, the more we move to games as a service, the game that launch is not going to be the same game game over time. The developers are constantly making content, and they're planning for it. So just hold on. The content is coming. I promise you.
Yeah, it is. And it's great. Like, I mean, I'm a fan regardless. You know me. But, like, that's also because I just want to sail and take screenshots and just be like, oh, it's so pretty.
It is a very pretty
It's
game.
gorgeous. It's
and
absolutely
Ethan plays
gorgeous.
a lot.
I play a sad amount. I'm not even that high a level either because, like I said, I just like to sail. Like, it's,
just look at it?
it's my mind. Like, it's a great zone. I have it in my office all the time. If I'm in after a stressful meeting, I'm just like, I'll just sail around an island for like 10 minutes and then turn it off.
Yeah.
That is a true story.
It's a very pretty game. Another pretty game, actually, Mike Barr just mentioned, is Hellblade. We talked about it a few weeks ago on the show, and we don't have it up here. But,
Oh, yeah.
I love story-based games, and people have been raving over
Have you
this
played it
game.
yet?
I have not played it, but I've seen pictures online that people are posting, and it just looks like a unique game, and I'm so excited.
In fact, Mike, I don't know, Mike, if you're still in chat, but he was actually streaming with share controllers. So he was having the audience play with the share controller, which is a great feature. And they were playing Hellblade and experiencing this unbelievable storyline together. It was a great stream, man. It was so the community beat it for him entirely on Xbox. That seems like a cop out. Did you get the achievements? Because that doesn't seem fair.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was great. Like, honestly, I watched a lot of it, man. And for anyone that's on the fence about Hellblade, if you like story-driven games, it is the tops, man. The tops.
Maybe I can find someone to buy it for me.
Yeah.
There you go. I just want people to buy me things. I don't know.
Well,
That
yeah,
seems
don't we
so
all?
superficial.
Don't we
Anyway,
all?
Let's move on to PUBG. Savage map. Codename Savage is back, I think, right now. I
Yeah,
believe.
it's only today.
Okay,
So
today.
it ends tonight, I believe.
Okay.
So I got to play it last night.
Ooh, how was it?
Very good.
Was it?
Well, so if you're, I'll give you the rundown of how this
give us a
map
quick
works.
rundown.
And obviously it's in testing, so they're going to manipulate it and change it and change spawn rates and stuff. The map itself is great, super dense, like very, it's like feels like a Caribbean island or a jungle or I don't know. It almost reminds me of like a Colombia. Dense rainforest, really cool buildings, military bases. Yeah, palm trees. Thanks, Eagle Eye. But no, it's really pretty map, but it's much smaller and super dense. So you're forced in fights like constantly, and so no matter where you land, you're almost gonna like you have a pretty high chance of getting into an engagement in the first like 5 to 10 minutes. And the drop rates are insanely high.
So you get power weapons.
Yeah, so at like military bases, there's ARs everywhere and sniper rifles everywhere and armor and everything, which I actually don't like.
You don't
That's
like
my only complaint. I think the map is great. The ring moves differently and it's awesome.
Sure.
I love the size, but I think it's a little too. My only complaint, if I have one, is that I think that the spawn rates are a little high.
That's fair.
But they're testing.
And they're going for a different feel. Like,
They are.
You don't want to make the same map in the same feel over and over again, because then people will get tired of it.
Yeah, exactly. So people will be looking for this if you're looking for more of a deathmatch situation. But I will say this: it's great practice. Like it's
I need it.
Yeah, it's perfect for like if you just want to drop in, get some kills, try out different weapons, because you literally have your pick of what gun you want to pick up, and you can really just get the hang of some kills and some really good times. So I played all night last night and crazy memorable moments. Really looking forward to the full release.
I'm jealous. I'm an Xbox player, so I'm still.
You get Miramar soon.
Huh?
You get Miramar soon.
Yeah, in May. In May, you're right. But I want this one.
Yeah, this one's better.
Give me this
In
one.
my opinion, it's better.
Okay, fair enough.
Highly recommend it. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, you guys, if you're big PUBG fans, because it feels a lot different.
A lot different.
And that's frankly a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
Half the battle that Fortnite. I'm just dropping it. Tell me in chat, Fortnite or PUBG. I know I'm starting a war. I know. Why not? Okay,
It's
fine.
fine. No, you're
They're
good. You're
both
good.
Great. They're both great. There you go.
That's what I'm in though. I do play a lot of both, so I'm just like, can't we all just get along?
Can't we all just get along? Well, chat's taking the bait, so whatever.
They always
Anyway.
will. Every time you ask the chat to type anything, they're gonna type it.
Fair enough. Shenmue 1 and 2 are coming out this year for PS4, Xbox, and PC. I am very excited about this game.
You a fan?
I played Shenmue 2. I didn't play 1 because it was on Dreamcast, and I did not have a Dreamcast. Rest in peace.
Not many people did.
Oh, ouch.
No, that's true.
Well,
it was expensive. It was super expensive.
But Shenmue was like one of the very first kind of open world games where there was a day-night cycle. You had to get a job. You stayed in this like hotel, kind of thing where you had to pay rent and stuff like that. And essentially, you're on a quest to find the killer of your father. So very original storyline. Sarcasm.
Your dry voice, just like that was perfect. Great delivery.
I appreciate that. But no, it's a really cool game. And even though I don't think it will age necessarily well, because there are many games that are doing this a lot better now. But I think that if you want to take a trip back to see what games were like in the early 2000s when they were just trying open world, this is a great example of it. And so it's just going to be like a sort of remastered. It's going to
be a fun romp.
Yeah, exactly. Very faithful to the old game. They're going to have a modern control scheme because the controls weren't that great. So you can pick between the two.
Nice.
As well as you can choose between the English and Japanese voiceovers. And
Oh, good to know.
Yeah,
Man.
so it's going to be good. I love Shenmue, and I encourage you all to pick it up because it's going to be a cool
I
game.
never played it, so I might have to dive in, man.
Do it. It's going to be, I believe, $29.99.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
That's not a bad price for 2 games.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Cool, man.
All right, so moving on.
Yeah.
We have a little conspiracy theory to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we have any tinfoil hats.
No, I don't
think we do.
I must have left it at home.
Dang it. Yeah, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the Fortnite news and the subreddit and stuff, but people are crazy. And one of the crazy theories that has come out is you may have spotted a comet in the sky in Fortnite.
Ooh, boy.
I don't know. If you may have, you may not have. But this whole season is centered around space. Like a lot of the skins are astronauts. A lot of the items you get are related to astronaut things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and so it's pretty cool this comet has appeared in the sky, and so there's all these like conspiracies of like what's going to happen and when is it going to happen. And so this is people have heard about this for a while. This has been going on for weeks. But one of the theories is that comet's going to hit somewhere on the map.
Ooh,
right?
Do we know where?
So people have done a little digging, and they found some coordinates that lead to maybe tilted towers. So now there's theories of like, hey, maybe that comet's going to hit tilted, and it's going to be a whole new area. They've even gotten a name. What's the name they've been calling on the internet? Calamity Crater. I think is like what the fan name is. And all this is again all speculation. It's been going on for a while now, but it's getting close to the date I think at which they said that something might happen.
Yeah, sometime in April. Was it?
It's like this is like Mayan calendar end of the world. Like they've nailed down a date. We'll see if anything actually happens.
Regardless of whether or not this happens, I really do love this idea of like this being a living, breathing world where a comet can come down and completely change the map.
Yeah.
And the reason behind wanting it to be it being Tilted Towers is gameplay wise. You play the game more than I do, but everyone kind of drops Tilted Towers just because it's a quick way to get into a fight.
Yeah, it's a great practice. It's hot. It's fun.
But it kind of it eliminates players very quickly, obviously. In the game.
What you wipe out, like I feel like a third of the player base gets wiped out. Not necessarily all in Tilted, but a lot of it from Tilted.
Right.
And so in that first 5 minutes, you're going like 2/3 of the player base is left. Yeah.
So if this happens, it's a very unique way to, as a developer, to address that. That's very. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Totally.
So.
Well, and like you have PUBG putting out new maps, and so I like the idea of like Fortnite doing the thing where they've already done it once. We're like, oh, it's the same map. We're just going to redo it. Right. We're going to add new areas, and we're going to maybe destroy new areas. Like I think that's a really cool idea to manipulate this map as is.
I'm excited to see what happens. So that is that. Check it out.
Yeah,
and if you see a comet coming down, just run because you're going to die. Or actually, don't run because you're going to die anyway. Let's move on. We have a quick rerun of one of my personal favorite segments.
Yeah, this is an insane one. This is where you control the computer with your eyes?
Nope. It's the one where we both fall on our faces.
Oh, great. Let's check out Human Fall Flat. Well, we had so much fun doing couch co-op last time, we had to try it again.
Of course, we had to.
So anyway, we're playing Human Fall Flat. This is a puzzle game. We use physics and our 2 arms to pick things up and move them. It's very ridiculous.
Very ridiculous.
We haven't played much, though. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what this is all about. So we're going to start at the mansion, I believe, right?
Let's give it a shot. And you just fall right in. Boom!
Ooh.
Where am I?
That is painful. Here you go. Here you go. Also falling down. All right, let's do this. Pound it. Pound it.
All right, I'm coming.
All right, here we go. Oh, no, that was my head. I didn't say pound my head.
I grabbed you.
Let go of my hat.
I grabbed you. Oh.
How close I sit to my TV at home. I was right in front of it.
You wonder why you can't read the prompter.
I know, my God. Oh,
I'll start over.
It's okay.
Wait,
oh,
wait.
Oh my God, you saved yourself. All right,
Malik.
This is Mufasa,
Malik.
Lion King all over again. Here we go. I'm going to punch you off. Here we go. Oh. No.
No.
Exact opposite of what
But hey,
happened.
look.
But we're back.
We're back.
So you don't actually die.
No.
You just fall back into. Okay.
Yeah, just like real life.
So we got to pick this guy up again?
I don't think so. I think that's the instructional video. So we can kind of progress through this.
Yeah,
mission.
we don't need instructions. This game is based off of my life when I drink.
Hey, Macarena. Hi. What is up with this statue?
Oh wow.
Is he taking a whiz?
Yeah, I think so. Let me take a closer look.
Let's get the your inside look. I do not understand.
Maybe you're gonna fall in the pool, in the fountain. Close.
Oh wait. No, that's a really good idea. Hold on. No.
Jeez, that sound was insane.
Oh.
Okay.
Get up. Yeah. I'm moving on.
Moving on with my life.
Can't waste any more time. Get it out of here.
Boom.
How do I? There we go, guys.
We're getting better.
Yeah.
That was really quick.
Yeah, that was. Thank you.
Yeah. So we're gonna fall.
Whoa! So we've moved on to the next level now.
Okay, here we go. Get up, Malik. You can do this.
Oh, I bet we can move this. Here, let me help.
Oh my God, you're so smart.
So ripped. I love.
Oh no, I've been impaled. I've been impaled.
Hold on, I can help.
Can you? I don't know if you can.
You're freaking out. Just calm down.
All right. Oh.
You're almost out. Yeah. Let go. Just let go.
Oh, let go. Okay, well, there you go.
My hat. Malik, I was just talking about how you were my best. Ooh.
Yeah, broke his spine.
Oh, now I gotta press the button again. Ugh. So
Most
hard.
challenging part of the game is pressing the button.
It is for me.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Come on. Whoa. No.
Hang on. Hang on. Oh man. All right. How do I go down now?
Just press the button again.
Oh, okay. I'm trying my hardest right here. Make sure we pull this here train. All right. Now I got to go around here and push it.
I love that you like squeezed out of the small
Like barely
crack
made
between
it.
This game is. Oh no!
All right, that was the game. It's okay. It's like my dad says, anytime that there's a hardship, it builds character. I remember one time I was driving down the highway, and I had, don't ask me why, but I had like a $20 bill on my seat just because I was too lazy to put it inside of the my wallet, my pocket, and it flew out the window. And I told my dad about it because I felt really bad about it.
Is that
and he's
true?
Like, yeah, and that's one of the times. That's actually 100% a verifiable fact.
You can't.
I'm gonna dance.
Great.
Can you get a shot of me? I want to see what I look like from the
Yeah,
front.
let's get that bird's eye view. All right,
Oh,
baby.
look at that! Look at that! Uh-huh.
And now for the main act.
I'm twerking.
Glitter in her police officer uniform.
Leave that in there. So here we go.
Shut up. Hold on.
Look at that view.
Oops! Don't I look like I'm in like a like a men's health? This game is awesome, and also extremely frustrating. Just
He's just crying. I'll cry with you, man.
I love that when you cry, you just have to collapse.
My thoughts. I thought the game was great. Lots of cool physics and stuff, but I don't think that I've ever used my brain as much as I did with this.
37%.
30. It was like 38.
Ooh, for the
Yeah,
last one?
yeah,
It
yeah.
might have gotten up to 38%.
Yeah,
I'm
it
with
was,
you, man.
It's pretty rough.
It's just, yeah, super fun. I mean, honestly, ridiculous. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
The physics are insane, and it's frustrating to say the least, but it's great.
Yeah, I
It's
think this is a
really
cool
good.
game that like you like over a weekend you bring friends over and you guys tackle it together. I think that's
Totally.
it's a pretty cool game.
Totally.
Back to you guys. Hey, we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. Shout out to everybody that just types Y over and over again in chat.
Yeah, now you're gonna.
It's a classic.
Speaking of, now they're gonna type Y.
Oh yeah, maybe. But
Anyway.
it's just a classic. It's a classic troll move.
I want to call out two things. One, I know I looked way different. I didn't have a beard in that video. We did it months ago, but
Yeah.
I've aged incredibly because of stress.
Yeah.
Second thing, it's come to my attention that some of you may have thought that I said Aspyr games. I did not say that. I said Aspyr, and that was wrong. So I do apologize. But yeah,
Side note: if we ever start a game company,
Aspyr.
yeah,
Okay,
that's got to
fair
be
enough.
it. That's got to be it. I don't think they'd sue us. It's too funny.
No, it's just yeah.
Yeah, we'll
And
see.
there
All right,
goes-
guys, chill out.
There goes the Y.
Chill out, chat.
It's like
Yikes.
Ethan's never been on the internet before. You
I
don't
know.
do that.
I know. I'm new to this whole thing that
whole
we
thing.
call the internet.
Fair enough.
Moving on.
Yeah.
We got to keep this fire dump truck on speed.
Nailed
cruise
it.
control.
Nailed it.
What am I even
Nailed it.
saying? Oh God, I hate today. Anyway, we're gonna be using a Skype like we always do to connect with a Mixer partner, and today we have the wonderful Nick.
There he is. All right, give it up.
Hi!
Nick, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey, it's going great, man. How are you?
feeling?
Surprise! I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I can't hear anything because chat notifications. Oh God, hold on.
Everyone's tagging.
Everyone's tagging Nick.
Okay.
Is
All
this
right, we're gonna
Rogers?
turn that. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Hi. I'm doing pretty good though.
Very
I
good.
was laughing at your human fall flat.
Yeah, that was
thank
very
you.
funny. I gotta say, I didn't get to go to PAX East, but your shoutcasting or your interviewing with the people who were playing the game in the hype zone live was pretty good. You and Ethan were a good combo.
Oh, that's right. We were up there together.
Yeah, it was good.
I was trying to remember.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding. You also had the best win of the entire weekend, which we've shown the clip multiple times. Yeah, we've showed it a bunch because it's hilarious, man. Like the fact
It was the best.
It was unbelievable. And you talked to your mom at the beginning, which was just so wholesome. So wholesome. We loved it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
That was actually Brenna, by the way.
yeah,
was it really? It was not your mom?
Oh my God.
Brenna.
I changed her name to Mom on my phone and had her call me.
that is
Interesting.
classic. That is so good.
I love the commitment to any bit, and so that, I can appreciate that. Brenna, that's my tip of the cap to you guys. That's great.
Oh, here we are. We're playing the win.
We're playing the clip. Do we have the volume, Scott?
So you want to talk us through what's going on here, Nick? I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I was just freaking out on the inside, and you can tell by my face. And then I decided to hug Captain and jump, and there we go.
There we go.
The crowd goes absolutely insane in that bottom left screen, but you can see Adam Harris, who's on our marketing team, like literally jumping. Like, no way.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's so good, man. Oh, we're gonna see it one more time. Just look. If you're in chat, watch the bottom left. You'll see him just go crazy. Dish.
There we go.
There he goes.
Oh, that's so awesome. And then that match, you didn't shoot before that. That was your first bullet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first bullet that I shot the whole game.
Unbelievable.
And I got a kill with it, and then I won. Yeah.
Oh, man,
so good.
So beautiful.
It was so good.
All
All
right.
right. I guess we got to talk about
that's fine. All right, let's take a step back.
Yeah, okay.
Because I feel like we jumped ahead a bit.
Maybe.
Nick, before we go move forward, tell us a bit about yourself for those who haven't checked out your stream.
Well, I mean, I just tried to be myself, really, man. Like I just play games. I'm pretty bad. People laugh at how bad I am, and I yell a lot and just say funny things, and then Ethan will make fun of me. That's basically what my stream is in a nutshell, right there. Is that?
I mean, to be honest, like I make fun of everybody though. Like I don't want you to feel like I'm singling you out, both either positively or negatively. I just, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just want to make that very clear. That just makes me feel better.
Sweeter words never spoken. By
yeah. No, you're actually pretty good though, man. You play a lot of PUBG. I've played with you a couple times. You're pretty good. You're not bad.
Yeah. No, we try. Yeah, we're okay, kind of, maybe.
It's not bad. That's all I'm saying. But what have you been playing lately? What's getting your kicks right now?
So that Savage map that you were talking about earlier is actually pretty good. I like the Savage map. It's definitely pretty nice. And then Rainbow Six Siege on Xbox has been my other #1 game. It's really been those two kind of the things.
Right on, man. I didn't know you were playing Rainbow. That's awesome.
Yeah, you love Rainbow Six.
I have a sad obsession with Rainbow Six.
It's good. It's a good game.
It's amazing, is what it is.
I would never pick that game up because I would die immediately. Anyway, so Nick, tell us a bit of. Yeah, it is
very
hard.
difficult.
I get a migraine just watching people play the game. So you can imagine.
It's pretty stressful.
Yeah. Anyway, so Nick, what have you learned from your time streaming here on Mixer? What are some of the things you picked up?
Is that everybody is very, very friendly. It's kind of different between, I guess you'd say, like a normal like business to business kind of relationship. Like everyone that you talk to, whether a streamer, reviewer, or whatever it is, everyone's like super friendly and acts like they've known each other for like a really long time. And so it's really awesome to kind of see, and build those relationships so easily with other people. I didn't know that's what streaming was. I always thought as a viewer, but back watching years ago, that it was more of like a, we're not really friends. I just watch you, but it's a lot different than that. I think that's something I've really learned from it.
Wow. That's that's really nice. That's actually
beautiful.
Yeah, that's really cool, honestly. And something that like I've always thought about is, you always think everyone talks about their community. When you're talking about your streaming, you're like, or when you talk to like content creators, I was like, oh, my community does this, or my community's into that. And like one thing that I found on Mixer with you guys, and like I see this when I go to cons, and what's made me really think about this lately was PAX East, like how well you guys all got along, and how we all get along. And I feel like at Mixer, it feels like everyone, it's all one community. It's not like Nick's community and Brenna's and like 8-Bit Blondes and Sife's. Like it's like no, we all kind of watch everybody and we all just hang out. And like in a lot of ways, we're all just one big community.
It's a unique dynamic for Mixer, 100%. I've definitely noticed that. So Nick, are you watching any streamers that you want to kind of give us a clue on? Because I'm looking for new streamers to watch, and I'm sure people in chat are. Who are you watching?
Somebody that I found like a month ago actually is like Emma 8-Bit, who's in chat. She actually got me into Rainbow Six Siege and like has kind of taught me that as well. She's really entertaining. She plays the difference of Sea of Thieves with Steinken actually a lot, if you know him. as well as Rainbow Six, and like she's a lot of fun to watch. Definitely someone to check out if you haven't already. She makes it a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've watched Emma's streams quite a bit especially when Stein plays, because I got to see how well he's actually doing.
Of course, just so you can make fun of him.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I also like Nick. I mean, I guess you were talking to everybody, but when you said that, you're like, I don't know if you know who Steineken is. It was like, yeah, we do.
Just this guy.
You never know.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a name in a chat.
That's right. So you kind of answered. I would love to hear some tips. I don't know if you heard earlier, but I plan on starting to stream very soon, and I'd love to get some tips on what I can do to be the best streamer possible. What do you have for me?
I mean, you should probably definitely stick to a schedule. That's what I've learned in the last 3 months. That is literally the most important thing ever. Is a schedule. So even if you stream 1 day a week, you should stream that 1 day a week, because that's literally the number one thing. To be, however you stream, be yourself, whatever you want to do on screen. But as long as you're there at that same time every single day, and people know you're going to be there that every single day, you're going to be perfectly fine.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
I got to
good
figure
advice.
out. So right after my nap. So around 9 o'clock. Sometimes I hit the snooze button. So maybe I'll shoot for 9:30. 9:30 p.m. Pacific. One of these days, you're going to catch a Malik stream. And it's going to be great.
It's so easy now. You just stream through the Xbox, and you could still have a nice overlay.
Okay.
I mean, that was definitely a plug, but it's definitely true.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Nick, I hope you're ready. It's time for the hot question that we ask all of our partners here on Tips and Tricks.
Hot.
It is. I hope I intimidated you. Here it is.
A little bit.
If you could invite, okay, perfect. If you could invite 3 video game characters to dinner, any 3 that you can think of off the top of your head, who would they be and why?
I definitely invite Mario because he's Italian, and that means good food. Any Italian, good food. Oof, God, you're putting me on the spot. Oh, geez, you really did.
As I do.
A pirate from Sea of Thieves, because they just look really funny, and I feel like that'd just be a great night.
Yeah. I like it.
You're throwing so many.
The third one's always the hardest.
Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
boom.
Nice.
So
Okay.
McTavish.
I'd like to just note this: the second one, Pirate. Wouldn't they steal your stuff? I mean, they are funny to look at, but I feel like it'd be canceled by all your stuff being gone after a while. They just put things in your pocket.
that kind of suck, but we don't want to think about that part. We're looking
Fair.
for that 2-hour window where it's just kind of fun, and then afterwards you deal with the aftermath.
You deal with that.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I like it, man. Hey,
yeah.
By the way, thanks for putting up with all my crap. I know I give you a lot of it, but
It's out of love with
It's
him,
out of love.
honestly.
It
It
only
is.
hurts my feelings a little bit. It's okay.
Okay. It's like, as long as it's less than 10%, I don't care. That's
Oh,
perfect.
Ouch.
Wow, it's
No,
fine.
I love you. All right. So for people that don't know, that still have no idea, that have never checked you out, where and when can people find your streams and watch them?
So you can find me at literally mixer.com/Nick. It's just normal name Nick. And I'm usually live most weekdays at 1 p.m. PST is when I start going live now.
Awesome, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. I think we learned a lot of good tips.
Yeah.
We learned a bit of Fortnite stuff. Did we?
No, we didn't.
Yeah. Well, I learned some tips from seeing him play.
Oh, from his play.
That you can be stealthy. Because
you learned from my clip. Yeah.
Ethan always gives me crap for being stealthy, but honestly,
I don't give you crap. It's just it's not my style, but it's fine that it's yours, and it does work.
Whatever, Ethan. Anyway, thanks, Nick, for stopping by. Everyone, give it up for Nick.
Thanks, buddy. See ya. The man. Nick's a good dude.
He is. Look at that Nick hype up in chat.
Yeah. A lot of fans of Nick.
Yeah, that's right.
I love that username. It's so perfect.
It's time to set this up. Would you like me to set it up?
Oh, I guess.
Okay.
I got to get ready. For class.
Oh, you got to use the restroom, right?
Yeah.
Somebody else is coming in to do these, right? Okay.
No, it's the same guy. You know I'm a professor.
Ruining the bit.
I have a PhD. We've learned this from the PUBG segment.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. All right, so it's time for our weekly top 5 tips segment. But this week we're bringing back a special somebody. This special somebody visited us last when we gave our live PUBG tips, and he's back to complete the duality of BR. It is Professor Rothamel.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to class. That's a better slap.
Duality is a word.
Duality was right.
It is a word.
That was very good, Malik. Very good at your vocabulary. You're improving.
Thank you.
You're improving.
Thank you. Wow, you're already judging me.
Want to talk to your parents at parent-teacher conference.
Perfect.
That's all that matters.
So where have you been, Professor Rothamel?
I've been scouring the land. You know, PUBG was a great game. I learned a lot. I taught a lot. You know, played quite a bit. And and then this new game comes out. It's like, oh, hey, we also have building and cartoony graphics, and we fly around in umbrellas. And I was like, oh, that is interesting.
So you learned?
So I had to investigate. I had to go back to school. I had to study. I had to do my research. I had to look into this game called Fortnite.
Fair enough. And you're a professor, and I'm the substitute teacher that your principal told you to worry about, or is worrying about, because I dropped out in elementary school, but I'm here to get my part-time.
You dropped out of elementary school?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. That explains a lot. So we are going to be covering Fortnite. Now we know we covered the PvE side of Fortnite in a 5 tips a while back, but we haven't done BR, and we did have an amazing VO for that 5 tips for Fortnite. Like incredible, beyond incredible.
That's right. But here we are. It's time for 5 tips for Fortnite Battle Royale. All right.
Boom.
Tip number 1.
Tip number 1. The storm, is that the tip? Oh, we're going through the brief introduction. Okay. So let me walk you through all the tips outright. We have the storm. Building is a major mechanic. No vehicles and free to play.
Okay. I am terrified I'm going to be taken out by this.
Okay. Sorry.
Thick.
Sorry. All right. So tip number 1. Now pay attention.
Okay.
Tip number 1. No texting. Put the phone down. Is harvesting resources. We're talking bricks. We're talking wood. We're talking metal.
Okay.
Now, something that people don't realize at all is that when you're taking fire, immediately what you want to do, as soon as you take fire, start building. Like especially if you're in a valley, if people are trying to get the jump on you, you can immediately swap over to your resources and build a wall. Okay. And what people don't realize is that wooden walls actually build faster.
Oh, I did not know
metal
that.
Or brick. So you can throw those walls up a little bit quicker. Now they are weaker, but in a pinch, that's what you want, baby.
Okay.
You want that speed.
Okay.
And then you don't feel so bad when you're at the end of the game and you're completely out of metal and brick.
All right, let's say on the off chance that I get to the end of the game.
Okay.
I feel like I still look down at my controller and I'm not sure how to build. Well, I guess practice makes perfect, right?
Yes. I mean, honestly, it comes down to, well, it depends what you're playing on.
Okay.
So with the consoles, you have 2 different controller schemes, and you can swap out. And a lot of people are really liking the LBRB controller scheme because you can just switch stuff a lot faster, and you're seeing better and faster building on the console, which is awesome to see. PC, a lot of people recommend switching up your binding. So a lot of people actually put their building down at like ZXCV, and like they can swap that way. Otherwise, you can just roll the mouse wheel. It's a lot easier to build on PC, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a lot easier. But you know, for those people that don't care and want to play on console, it's not impossible. There's a lot you can do. So you can use these walls to build defend against incoming fire, but you also want to gain the higher ground. So what you'll see a lot of the times is when people take shots, they immediately build wall, stairs. Right, so you have a little bit of an advantage, and it'll become a build battle where people are constantly just trying to get higher than the other person. But elevation is huge. It is huge. Although in the last update they've made it so if you're on the ground shooting up, it's almost like you have a better chance of getting headshots than the person above you. And that's like a recent thing that I haven't done a lot of studying yet. I need to, I have some.
But you're the professor.
I got some scientists in the field working on it. We're doing live case studies. We're looking into it. I'm not sure what's going on there, but there quite possibly right now there might be an advantage to people getting those headshots on the ground. But for the time being, I still recommend the high ground at all times. At all times, if you can manage, you should do it. You can also use building to avoid fall damage.
That's right.
Which people forget about.
When I originally started playing the game, I was like, how the heck am I going to get down from this tall mountain? Who put this mountain here? But if I had known that I could just build like platforms and as I'm falling, build them, I would have done that.
Yeah.
And it would have probably won me way more victory royales.
Yeah, maybe, quite possibly. I also am getting a message from one of my students in the field, Carbine, excuse me. They just hotfixed that.
Students in the field, okay.
Yeah, so he's studying. He's doing the case study for me.
Fair
he
enough.
said they hotfixed it. So yes, so high ground does matter all the time.
Got it.
Moving on. Right. Oh, excuse me. We should also mention jump pads.
Jump pads, yeah.
Because jump pads are a great way if you're way behind the ring to get closer to the ring faster. But beyond that, what you're seeing a lot of is people using jump pads to get behind the enemy quickly, to get way up, way back down, and jump someone from behind when they may have no idea that you went off that pad. So you can be very quick. Be very quick about it. I like it.
Sounds good.
Anyway, moving on to tip number 2, because we don't have a lot of time. Don't shoot at everything that moves. Don't do it.
This is a bit hypocritical coming from you. I'm sorry, teacher.
Yeah, come on. Detention is one talking back away.
Okay.
Anyway, what was I talking about? Don't shoot everything that moves. So we actually had Coven on, I think, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And he mentioned this exactly. So it's very easy to just see someone and be like, oh, I want that kill, boom, and just start shooting. But don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Play conservatively. If you're going for that llama, if you're going for that crispy llama winner, you want to play conservatively. You don't want to necessarily dive at the first people you see. And if you see one guy in a squad game, what are the odds that they have a whole team behind the wall that you can't see, behind the cliff, in the building next to you? Like, you just have no idea.
Fair enough.
Take a moment, assess the situation. If they're alone, burn them. But if they're not, take a moment and see what's going on.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to play aggressively, don't listen to anything I just said and go after them. But more than likely, you won't necessarily get the win. You might have more kills, though.
Fair enough. Well, what matters in the end?
Exactly.
The win.
Exactly.
My friends.
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about here today. Stealth is great. So you don't want to give away that position. Have patience with your shots. And remember the first shot accuracy. The first shot of out of any gun is like pure accurate. There's no bloom. There's none of that fuss. You don't have to worry about the color of your gun or any of that garbage. You just gotta point that reticle on them and start shooting.
Okay.
You should at least land one shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I said something else.
Me too. Tip number 3, assess and plan ahead. Woo, I could have read that poorly.
I know. I was about to blurt it out, honestly.
All right. No cursing in class. Okay. Once again, patience. This is a big deal. Look where the circle is. What cover is around? What buildings? Where could people be hiding that haven't built structures? How many structures that have been built are in the circle? Think about where the plane or the party bus, came from, and assess and think about that.
Yeah.
And play the edge if you're unfamiliar. Honestly, playing the edge is a smart move all the way through. I will always be a fighter for the edge. Unless you are kitted beyond belief and can build a massive fort, playing the edge of the ring is 9 times out of 10 a better plan.
Okay.
Now, having said that, if you landed somewhere like Flush Factory where there's a lot of metal, maybe a little right here at the what are they called? Shipping yards.
Okay.
You get a lot of metal in there. Then you want to rush center so you can try and build and anticipate where the ring's going to go, and maybe you can build a huge fort.
Fair enough. So where would you recommend, since we have the map up now?
Sure.
Dropping. What are your suggestions?
So I have a couple. I have a couple that I love, and so it depends what you're going to do. So if you're playing squads, I am a big fan of Flush Factory. Huge fan of Flush Factory.
Okay.
Lots of loot drops, lots of metal. And you also have this section right here. That's actually like 4 more warehouses and factories, or 5. And so if people are dropping like crazy here, you can divert. Okay. So there's a lot of options there, a lot of great loot options. I'm a big fan. Now, if you're playing with duos or solo, I have a little fort right here, right up in the top of the screen. It's not labeled. It's right up here. There's a lot of great loot. You can head up north and do some safer stuff, or you can head through Wailing Woods, Lonely Lodge, if you're preferring a little bit more of a hot experience.
Got it.
A lot of places to go. I call this place Fort Band on the Run because that's the name of my clan, and we drop there every time. But yeah, so Flush Factory, kind of the opposite sides of the ring. Haunted Hills is cool because it's spooky, but beyond that, there's no other reason to drop there.
Is it actually spooky?
No, it just looks cool.
Okay.
I just like the way it looks. What can I say?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Tip number 4.
Yeah.
Smart with traps. A well-placed trap is critical.
Okay.
It can be critical, but you gotta be smart about it. You gotta think about where you're gonna place them, ceilings or walls. They can lead to a quick kill, but they're also really easy to see for a lot of people. And so you want to think about putting maybe 1 extra tile in a building, or maybe just out of view. So if someone's rushing around a sharp corner, they're gonna hit it. Like, you have to really consider where people are gonna be looking for those traps.
Very smart. Yeah.
Also, when you place them, they're loud as hell. So maybe, you got to worry about your surroundings because they'll hear it. Like, if someone's close to you and you're going to place it right before they run in the building, they're going to hear you place that trap. So it'll be a waste.
So it's ineffective.
Yeah, unless they're morons, which some players are. We know that. But for the most part, people will kind of know what you're going to do.
Got it.
But they're a great way to guard your rear. I was just going to spank myself, but
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God.
Success.
Yeah. I actually hit my leg, and that hurt way worse. But always keep a keen eye out for enemy traps. That was a very hard sentence. Keep a keen eye out for enemy traps.
Yeah.
Now, if you're playing alone, it's no big deal. You know what traps are yours. But like, if you're playing with a team, call it out. Call out your traps. If you're placing a trap because they may not know, they may be in a rush. Trying to escape gunfire, and they may stop because they think it's an enemy trap and get killed.
Yeah, so, I mean, calling out is just a great tip in general, right?
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Now, don't interrupt me. Tip number 5. I'm just kidding.
No, I just heard a beeping. I heard a beeping noise.
Oh, in your ear?
No, it wasn't in my ear.
Okay.
Forget I said that.
No,
Tip number 5.
Tip number 5.
Yeah.
Pay attention to updates and learn to use new elements of the game quickly.
Okay.
This is important with any game that's like constantly getting updated. Think your Overwatches, your PUBGs, your Rainbow Sixes, your Fortnites. It's still pretty early on. There's still a lot of updates coming out. They're constantly changing things. They've changed the effects of weapons multiple times. That first shot accuracy is new. So you have to read the patch notes. Just read them because things are changing. Things are constantly changing in a game like this, and you don't want to get blindsided by something that's going to cause you to lose the game in a top 10 situation.
It's fair.
Always think about that. Always. It's an ever-evolving game.
Ever-evolving game.
Yeah.
There you go. Everyone, I think Professor Rothamel deserves a round of applause. That was fantastic.
I'm sorry to razz you, but
It's okay. No, I just want to be good at. I think last time in our last semester, I gave you a poor professor evaluation.
Oh, really?
This time, I'll give you a marginally better.
Oh, we're back. Hey, can you hear us? No.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're
Check.
back.
We back. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I am very sweaty after wearing that coat on the show.
But I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
We'll pretend like whatever just happened didn't happen.
Oh, don't worry about it. No,
Yeah.
guys, that's just streaming 101.
You saw nothing.
Things happen. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't tell our bosses.
Yeah,
all that
snitches
shit,
get
all that good
stitches,
stuff.
y'all, all right?
Yeah,
And you don't want
seriously.
stitches because they're really annoying.
Yeah. We just because they're really annoying. Because
Yeah,
they're super. They're irritating.
That's all I could think of.
That's fine. That's
Anyway,
fine.
another week, another Mixer Ultimate Gaming Challenge.
Ooh. Now, Mixer UGC is a weekly show hosted by Charlie Rachel and Benny Central, and each week they take on a new gaming challenge.
That's right. And last week, the feisty duo went head-to-head in a Far Cry 5 hunting challenge.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights now.
So this week we will be doing the Far Cry 5 hunting challenge where we need to be killing 10 animals.
And it's got to be explosives only, so RPGs, dynamite, and you also have to stay grounded, so you cannot use a helicopter. I've died.
Benny, I haven't even unpaused my menu and Benny has died. I'm just going to give it a go though.
Wait, how are you gonna... Skunk!
Ah! I think I killed the man and the dog, but did I kill Skunk? I
Oh,
did.
what's that?
That's a...
That's a bison. No!
Okay, just
Okay.
throw. Bang!
Blow myself up. Oh, this is just...
Oh, that was a dead hit! Go on then.
The bear is dead.
Excuse me. Please let go. Please let go.
Do you know what I can't call that? Karma.
Oh!
I can survive this. I'm not going to survive this.
Cohesive, there is bait. Yeah, actually a bait would probably be a pretty good idea. And if I was to ask you to do that, but you take out the skunk, how many would you say that you've done?
6.
The challenge is we can put a ticker along the bottom, or you can have a look in the things. No, does it look like I got a wolf?
A bison! It's just run past me.
All I've caught in the last 40 minutes is a fish. Bait,
Come
which
on.
is fine.
Boom.
No. Oh! I was just about to shoot a dog.
Benny's a
Oh,
cheat.
oh,
Cheat
I can
Charlie.
feel like I can cross another kill off this list because you are dead. That is my boy. No, you can. There's more than that there. Go on. You've left loads behind. You
Oh,
know
well.
that.
It is so hot!
Ooh.
All right, this week they're taking on something much less terrifying. They have to achieve a score of 250,000 points and 15 trophies in Goat Simulator.
Oh, that's no small feat.
What a classic game.
Yeah, a classic title. The show will be live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. GMT, or for those stateside, that's 4 p.m. Eastern or 1 p.m. Pacific. Man, there's nothing like killing animals with grenades, you know what I'm saying? In games.
Said Ethan.
In games.
Send your hate mail to that guy.
I have a P.O. box for it. It's just, I read it on Saturdays, and I'm just like, oh. Anyway, check out the show. That's mixer.com/mixerugc, and make sure to give them a follow so you never miss a challenge.
That's right. Now, before we do our whole outro bit,
Okay.
we hit 7,000 followers.
We did? All right. All right. Oh, we're almost
Yeah.
at 7,100. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much, even with the tech difficulty.
Everyone just starts unfollowing.
It's just like, wait, that number's going down.
Yeah. So thank you for following our tiny little show that we
Yeah.
do here I don't know, I call it a garbage truck on fire, honestly. So I did
fun,
the
though.
Party Chat podcast. Xbox One subreddit has a podcast, and they asked me to be on the 99th episode, which I was
Nice.
like, you guys are really scraping the barrel. Like, you're really getting down to the bottom of the barrel. But I called out the show, and I feel like I did a terrible job selling the show. I just said it was like a garbage truck on fire, and we do silly things. I didn't talk about one segment that we do. Like, it's terrible. So if you listen to it, just know that I love the show, and we do important things.
We're trying to promote this show, man. You
know.
gotta. It's all right. I'm excited. It comes out tomorrow, right?
Thursday.
Thursday. All right, I'll be listening
Please don't
to it
listen.
and letting you know how I feel.
Oh, no.
I'm just glad you came on, man. It's cool
Okay.
that you invited you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for visiting us. If you haven't already, click that follow button. Oh. The left corner. It's always in the top left corner. You always get a notification when we go live. If it's
How
not
did they
broken.
get it up there?
I don't know, man.
That's weird.
Science.
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 Be sure to check out our next episode of Tips and Tricks next and every single Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, or 6 p.m. Eastern,
Yeah.
3 p.m. Pacific if Ed's watching. We're not going to be here
We're not
next
here
week.
next week.
This is my first episode that I'm gonna miss.
First one, dude.
And we're both gonna miss it.
45 episodes, you haven't missed one.
I know,
So
and
you're gonna
I
miss 46.
was kicking and screaming. I didn't want to miss it, but I was like, you know what? I need a vacation.
Yeah,
So I'm going to
me
San
too.
Diego.
Nice.
What do you think the show's gonna be like next week?
Oh, I can only imagine it's going to be better. It's
fair.
going to
That's
be
fair.
so
That's
much better
fair.
without us. And they're going to ask us not to come back. But this is a true
Yikes.
story. We actually planned our vacations in tandem, so we missed the same episode.
Ethan was going at this time, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna take a vacation, I'm just gonna do it at this time.
Yeah.
So this show will burn without us. I think it's gonna burn without us.
We'll see.
Honestly.
We'll see how it goes. But anyway, we are way over time. Tabs is upset by that comment. But stay right here because Malik and I are going to be playing some Next Up Hero on Mixer LFG with you guys. We'll be hosting from right here. Don't go anywhere.
Yes. We'll see you soon.